Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, autumn starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Throw caught there by Crumpler. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
On 2nd down, Martin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, Warner. They set up the screen to Martin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could happen.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ward. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start the drive with Martin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Warner from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bradshaw over the middle, completes this to Ward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The numbers on the ground for LT from last week. 18 carries, 85 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Drops it off to Martin. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Warner to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. A gain of 6 there on first. Warner. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Warner. Caught right side, Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Warner. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. A play fake, now Warner. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Bradshaw. He's got it to Swan, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It'll be Warner on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give to Martin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Short little throw to Ebron. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a first down throw, Warner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards the pick up there. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Over the middle, complete. It's Martin. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Martin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Martin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Warner. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ebron caught left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
They run it again with Martin. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Warner. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On On first down, Tomlinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Bradshaw. He'll get this to Ward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first and 10, Bradshaw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Over the middle, he gets it to Swan, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. To throw on third down. Bradshaw. That's complete to Ward. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Draw play. This is Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now it's Martin. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Warner. Well, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Warner.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Warner over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Warner. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Warner. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank